Hey everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you were in Manhattan on Saturday so you could head out to Bill Snyder Family Stadium and watch the Kansas State Wildcats for 45 minutes to an hour in an open practice. They had a lot of things to accomplish. They did a lot more probably behind closed doors than when they opened it up later in the morning. But it was still fun to get a little glimpse of Chris Kleiman's bunch in practice number 2 of 25 leading up to that season opener on September 4th in Arlington, Texas at the Jerry Dome against Stanford. Lots to be done in the fall practice, but it looks like K-State has some strengths and some ongoing concerns. Let's start with the most obvious thing I watched, and that was the quarterbacks. Skylar Thompson looks great. He looks like he's at the peak of his physicality. It looks like he never was injured at all. That's really good news. Even better news is the talk of Will Howard making drastic progress in the offseason seems to be true. Keep in mind, last year as a true freshman, this guy was basically a high school kid playing Big 12 football that didn't have spring practice or an off-season program, and this year he had an off-season program, and boy, it looks like he packed on some quality muscle weight. And in fact, one time he turned up the field on a run play. Granted, there's no tackling, so he's pretty free to run, and he looked faster by far than he did at any point in the 2020 season. So that was very, very good. Also, I just absolutely love the offensive line depth this team has. They can rotate so many players in now, and the struggles of last season have turned into the benefits and the bounty of this season. Defensive back rotation continues to be of great interest to me. It looks like they're pretty good on the back end. They just need to sort out who all is going to play. Keep your eye on Russ Yeast. I was impressed with him in what we saw on Saturday. Also, the receivers remain a big area of concern for me. I just don't think this group is very dynamic overall. They're going to rotate a lot of guys through, and it'll be very fascinating to me to see who actually gets the snaps, because they were running the top two teams intermingling and mixing a little bit, and it was hard to tell who was actually on those top two teams. K-State better have someone really step up and be a playmaker at receiver, and yes, Malik Knowles, I'm looking at you. It's time to have that big breakthrough. And of course, if you're going to struggle at receiver, you probably want that pass-catching tight end that can really step up. And Daniel Imatorbhebhe really looked good. Imatorbhebhe. He caught a ball and just took off up the field. Let me just say this, K-State will be fine after the catch at tight end. But at 240 pounds, can he hold up in the blocking situations that are required of a K-State tight end? Well, those are my quick evaluations. We'll have more coverage as the fall camp goes on at GoPowercat.